All right, you ready?
I've been ready.
Oh, don't give me any ear.
Hurry up. We're wasting people's time.
Hi there. Thanks for diving into Two Peas, Same Pod, the humorous podcast of family unity that proves we're all in this comedic roller coaster of life together. Here are your hosts, the father and daughter duo, Eric and Tovah Weinstein.
Hello for another episode of
Two Peas?
Same Pod. I'm your host, Tovah Weinstein.
And I'm your co-host, Eric Weinstein.
Woohoo! We're back for another episode. I would say this episode is kind of like a fun holiday episode. I don't know if we would call it fun because we're going to be talking about the good and the bad of the holiday season. But before we do that, we just want to go over a couple things, what's been going on, that kind of BS. Dad, anything to say before we jump in?
No.
First time, speechless. Okay, so let's get right into it. Did you see the Modern Family reunion?
I only saw some pictures online.
I did too. Where the hell was Phil?
I know. Where was Ty Burrell?
Phil is the show. Like, when I think of Modern Family, I think of maybe Jay and Phil. Who do you think of?
I think of Jay, but I think Gloria has a pretty,
Baby Jesus. Baby cheeses.
Baby cheeses, yes. And Cam and Mitchell, they take up a good portion of the storylines, and they're always funny.
They're hilarious, but I can't believe that Eric Stone Street?
Stone Street.
Can't believe he's not flamboyant in real life. He plays such a good gay.
Okay, but I'm not exactly sure that's how we're going to refer to it.
No, but he's such a great actor. You would never know.
No, you're absolutely right. He's phenomenal. I think he won an Emmy Award for that role. We should look
Modern
that
Family?
up. Yeah, we might have to look that up.
Did you see that video of Sia singing at a dinner table? It was like a video broke the internet, and it was like your dream, your nightmare dinner party, and it was like Sia, Mitchell, what's his name?
Jesse Tyler Ferguson?
He was sitting at the table, this social media influencer. People were like, what the actual is Mitch getting himself into nowadays? But so that was really funny. It showed a video of Sia singing I'm unstoppable. The whole dinner party was so awkward. It was the funniest video ever. But so back to the reunion. So we missed Phil. You said you like Mitch and Cam. You said they're really funny. They have their moments. I think they're the funniest couple. I don't know. Claire, I love Claire, but Claire bothers me sometimes. I don't know. What?
She's pretty tightly wound.
Like someone else I know. But so, yeah, I love Jay.
Rhymes with Eric. Is that what you're going to say? Yeah.
I love Jay. Jay's hilarious. The episode where he bowls with Cam is funny.
Well, yeah.
When he goes to the sports bar with Cam and they're trying classic Cam.
Yep.
So we missed Ty Burrell in the Modern Family reunion. We just love the show Modern Family, and we waited for the last season to come out, and then after that they had sort of a behind the scenes, so that was always nice to watch. Next, no more pandas.
By pandas, you're talking about the black and white bears?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they all have to be black and white, or they're just white bears that are polar bears?
Those are polars, I guess. I don't know. I mean...
the seltzer?
Yes, like the seltzer.
Nice.
I don't think that you can be a panda unless you've got the black and white configuration with the white eye. Well, whatever. The whole thing, eating bamboo.
What about Panda? I love your orange chicken.
Oh, a Pablo Sandoval reference from
What am I referring to, Dad?
We went to the Red Sox. Pablo Sandoval was playing for the Red Sox one of those 2 years that his belt didn't break while he was at bat. And somebody from behind us in the stadium yelled out, "Panda, I love your orange chicken." One of the funniest lines that I have heard from a heckler. It just made no sense. There's no Panda Express at Fenway, but since his nickname was Panda, this person picked up on that. It was funny.
Moving on, that we're talking about Panda Express, the what's for dinner text.
Almost every night. Well, no, because you're not home every night anymore. But
the dreaded.
Oftentimes I will text you, here are your choices for dinner. But when I don't, sometimes you beat me to it by saying, what's for dinner? As if I am your own personal executive chef.
Yes, I am in my 20s, but yes, I do every night. If they're not thinking about me or what's for dinner, I'm kind of questioning their motives. I'm still their child. They should be feeding me. Even though I am 23 years old, but that's the dreaded text that they wait for every day. I think other people can relate to this too.
Any of you who have children living at home.
If you don't get the text, what's next? Like, what am I eating next? Like, if I don't get the text, if it's not salmon, chicken,
Or tofu.
or tofu.
Those are your choices for tonight.
It's Monday. I was going to say it's Sunday. Why can't we do something fun and festive?
We will be doing something fun and festive on Thursday.
I know, but do you think AOI will be open? No.
I doubt it. Even Sichuan is closed on Thanksgiving. Oh. You're not getting sushi on Thanksgiving.
Not on Thanksgiving, but it's Sushi Wednesday, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm working late on Wednesday.
What a shame.
So yesterday when I was at work, I received an interesting text from you.
What was that?
Don't open the pickles.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. You can't open the pickles. There were 2 jars of Grillos.
Grillo's half sours.
Grillo's half sours, my favorite gosh dang pickle. And I get a text yesterday at work in the middle of the day. I'm hard at work. Yesterday was bopping. And in between, I have a chance to look at my phone. And what do I see?
Don't eat the pickles.
Yeah, what a terrible text to get while you're at work. I was like so thrown off guard.
Really? That just messed up your whole rhythm?
Yes, and I texted back, that's rude. WTF, why the face? He said I had a soggy pickle left in my jar. Just want a crisp, fresh pickle.
Well, you'll have to wait until Thursday because I bought those specifically for Thanksgiving. And Mom said, we better not let Tovah eat these pickles. I said, of course, she's just going to ignore any.
You and Mom had a whole conversation
we did.
about this?
We better tell Tovah not to eat the pickles.
Oh, my God. You guys lay your hands off of them, your meaty little fingers.
Our meaty little fingers. How nice. In any event. Yes, stay away from those 2 jars of pickles. There's another jar in there that you're working on. You can continue to work on it.
I think there's only 1 or 2 left. What am I supposed to do when I finish that today?
Then you'll have to wait till Thursday to have more pickles unless you bought some more today at Stop and Shop.
Well, maybe someone should have told me to buy more pickles at Stop and Shop. I was going because Mom asked me for one specific thing.
And what was that one specific thing?
She needed more challah for the stuffing.
Challah.
Challah up in here.
And did you get more challah?
Well, she wanted rolls because she was like, we don't need the whole challah, but they didn't really have any challah rolls at Stop and Shop, so I got a whole challah, and she'll have to.
And it ain't cheap anymore.
No, it was like $7.39 or something. It was like up there.
Yeah, I used to buy one for like $3, $4 max. Now they're almost $8.
Anti-Semitism.
And $8 challah.
Anti-Semitism.
I don't really think it's anti-Semitic.
I think so. Who else is buying challahs? Today's climate does not let you get away with anything, let me just say.
You mean when it's sunny and in the 50s?
Ha ha ha. Well, yeah, that's weird. It's the middle of November.
That's okay. It's nice out.
It's nice, but did you hear about Post Malone's new country song?
First of all, I can't stand Post Malone.
What? Why?
Second of all, I don't know his music.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, there's plenty wrong with
What?
me.
No, lay it on
not
me.
liking Post Malone is not one of those things.
Why don't you like... my nickname is Post.
Why is it Post? Because you all the tattoos on your face?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
Toast.
Toast. Okay, why is your...
I honestly have no idea. But I don't know why. Go on. Why don't you like Post Malone?
I don't have any real opinion about Post Malone
Okay, so
other than
don't
about
be-
the tattoos on his face.
Okay, yes. Eric is very against tattoos.
I am not against
what-
tattoos. I'm just not pro-tattoo.
Okay, so can I get a tattoo?
Absolutely not.
I'm 23 years old.
Okay, well, pack your bags and prepare to move out.
You want me to pack my bags after this whole renovation going on in my room?
No, but I don't want you getting tattoos either.
So I can leave, get a tattoo.
No?
Can I move back home after I have the tattoo?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so Post Malone, he has a new country song with Morgan Wallen. And me and my boyfriend were listening to it in the car the other day. And we were trying to guess when Post Malone started singing. And he was singing like the whole song. And it was fun. It was like, big up, you would never know. Because I'm used to like the... Congratulations, like the R&B Post Malone, and this was country Post.
I prefer airplane crash Post.
What?
Remember a couple of years ago, he had to do like an emergency landing in like Syracuse, New York.
Post Malone? Did he?
Almost crashed his plane or something like that. You should look it up.
I'm not going to look it up because I'm glad he is okay. I guess we can get into our next big topic, which is going to be Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg in the house.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Say my name.
It's the... What the hell was up with that Snoop Lion BS?
What do you mean?
He wanted to go by Snoop Lion.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think he tried to like change his name or something.
Okay.
To Snoop
Wouldn't
Lion.
it have made more sense if it was Snoop Fox or Snoop Wolf?
Why?
Snoop Coyote?
How does that make sense?
Because they're dogs, and he's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg! Like
Except-
Snoopy.
Well, Snoop Lion is a cat. Lion is a feline, not a canine.
I hate when you get all technical. Just kills the conversation.
Okay. So what about Snoop Dogg?
He posted on Instagram, and I quote, "After much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time."
Okay, and as it turns out, well, we thought maybe he was making the move against the Jibba. Turns out he was playing us all.
Oh, was that a PR move?
Yes, he played us. He played us like a fool.
I don't know.
Really. The next day or 2 days after he announces he's given up smoke, he then posts an ad on social media for the Solo Stove, which is a smoke-free fire pit.
Please respect my privacy at this time.
It was just part of the marketing ploy. You were a marketing major. You know how those scumbags work.
So you genuinely think that Snoop Dogg posted that not referring to the Jibba Jabba, and then he comes up with that ad for Solo Stove.
Didn't you see the rest of the
saw
comments
that.
in the family text when we all said, well, that's some marketing ploy.
That's some marketing ploy, but I think they're playing on the fact that Snoop Dogg is done smoking.
No, I think he announced he was done smoking as a lead-in to...
Is that why it was so vague when he says, to give up smoke?
Yes.
I'm giving up smoke.
Yes.
Let's go, Snoop Dogg. Woohoo! I was going to say, why the hell was he stopping to smoke? I was like, that's his whole thing. And I always say, like, oh, maybe I'll stop when Snoop Dogg stops.
You never say that.
Never do and never will because of stuff like this.
He played you, sucker.
I know he literally played me because I had no idea that this was genuinely a marketing ploy.
That's funny, especially coming from a marketing major.
I know, and I'm the one who like texted, whatever. It's funny. Anyway.
Yes.
He smokes like a half a pound a day, someone said.
A lot of weed.
I know.
All right, move along.
Okay, so I guess we will get into the holiday talk. So this was
no
like
place like home for the
Feliz
holiday.
Navidad.
No, stop. All right.
Feliz Navidad. Do no 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 no. Feliz Navidad. Los valores. Feliz Navidad.
Okay, Jose.
Anyway, so this was your big thing. Like you were really passionate about talking about the holidays. So yeah, you texted me, let's do an episode, holiday, good and bad, ugly.
No, holiday foods, good, bad, and ugly.
Okay, so let's talk about holiday foods. Let's talk about so what do we usually do for the holidays? Because we're Jewish.
You're talking about Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving, we do like everybody else because it doesn't matter what your religion is. It's a non-religious holiday.
I never thought about that.
So everybody out there is doing the same thing we're doing, for the most part.
No, because our meal is kosher. It's parv.
No, it's kosher.
It's kosher.
Kosher
it's a
meat.
meal.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. People are eating meat all over the world.
Yeah,
all
but
over
like
the country.
in our mashed potatoes, like there isn't butter. There's no like heavy milk. We
No.
don't have like mac and cheese.
No.
We have a lot of vegetables, which is kind of how a lot of our meals are.
Mm-hmm.
But so we usually do it at our house. We used to go elsewhere. We used to go out.
For several years, we would dine out pre-COVID, but then post-COVID, we stopped eating out because restaurants were too crowded and, you know, that's not the most comfortable. But we also have issues about having it in our house because
What's the issue?
Franklin's the issue.
Franklin is not an issue. He's not an issue. He barks.
Yeah, so Franklin is our dog, and he's about 18 pounds.
He's
He's a
18 pounds.
Of Satan. No, he's very well behaved and very nice.
Thanks, Lynn.
But he does not respond well when certain people come to visit our house.
It's certain people. He has a select shit list. Book.
He certainly ramps up when anybody comes to the house. But then with most people, he'll calm down and just go walk away and keep coming around every once in a while. But pretty much, lying around. Mm-hmm. But when certain people come to the house, he tends to lose his mind. And the past couple of weeks,
he blows a nutty.
And the past couple of weeks, we've tried a variety of different medications and cocktails that the veterinarian had.
Xanax.
That was this past weekend. It's supposed to be the most powerful of all of the anti-anxiety medications, but basically it was
Did it do anything?
Not a thing. Nope, not a thing.
And doggy Xanax is people's Xanax.
Yeah, Xanax is Xanax.
Yeah, so I was the other day years old when I found out that CVS did animal medicine as well as human medicine. Because remember that time I went to the drive-thru and I was like, oh, picking up for Tovah, blah, blah, blah. And then when they came back, I was like, oh, could you check? I think my dog might have something. And they got pissed at me. And I was like, you hate animals? And then they were like, no, next time, tell me, both the names at the beginning and the birthday so I could get them at once and you don't delay everything. I need to have a word with every CVS pharmacist.
Well, you and everybody
they have
else.
An attitude.
Well, right now there's not too many of them.
Want to know why? Because they're closed at the most convenient hours for people to get their medicine.
They're just understaffed.
Whose fault's that?
Apparently CVS, they don't make enough money already.
I know. They're
They should be pumping their money back into their staffing.
So
back to food. So we've been eating out, and post-pandemic, the past couple of years, we've been doing it at our house. But last year, Franklin was not comfortable at all and really abused everybody with his barking. We had to send him over to the other side where you had to go spend a little time over there.
Back to holiday food.
Yeah, so this year, we didn't want to go out, and we didn't make any plans to go out. And we usually have 13, 14, 15 people, give or take.
13, 14, 15?
Give or take, depending on who comes or doesn't come. And this year we were supposed to have, 13 or so, maybe 11. I can't remember now.
Okay, no one cares about the logistics.
Well, they do care because now we're down to 8 or 7. 7.
Why are you You're counting down. You're counting upwards. You should be able. You're basically saying we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 people.
No, we're just going to have 7 people, maybe 8 at the most. For the holidays, we always do a meat choice and an alternative choice.
We're not having any turkey or chicken. We're not having any.
Nobody in our house, including you, likes turkey.
I like turkey. Who said that?
No, you like deli turkey.
No, I like turkey. Since we went to Disney, I always get a turkey leg. Always got a turkey leg.
The Chernobyl turkey
leg. Love
leg.
turkey pastrami. Love turkey bacon. What?
That's
Who
processed.
told you I don't like turkey?
Mom said nobody likes turkey.
Mom does not speak for all of us.
Well, I can make you a piece of chicken.
Make me a piece of turkey.
You want a piece of turkey? I'll make a piece of turkey.
Just like a little piece of turkey.
I'll make one piece of turkey.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right.
Where are you going to get one piece of turkey?
I can get a turkey breast at Trader Joe's.
A turkey breast?
With bone-in turkey breast. I'll just smoke that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, you can stop on your way home and pick one up.
I played myself.
Congratulations. You want the turkey? You got to pick it up. You'll see it. It's in the meat. It's where the kosher chicken is.
Am I actually going to Trader Joe's?
Well, I'm certainly not.
No one works nowadays. There's so much traffic on Route 9.
That's because people are working.
No one works. Everyone's in their car.
Okay.
How is everyone working if they're in their car? I'm trying to get home from work, from my actual place of work, and everyone's just on the road. There's so much traffic.
Maybe the other people trying to get back from where they work.
Okay, but no one's working then if everyone's on their way home. Everyone can't be working at the exact same times every single day.
Well, that people work a schedule.
A schedule, but my schedule is different every day. So why should I leave at different times through work, and every single time I leave, it doesn't matter if it's at 3, it doesn't matter if it's at 7.
But I don't.
There's always traffic.
That's nice, Tovah.
No one should be on the road when I'm on the road. I just want to get placed to and fro, no traffic.
Okay. So
speaking of,
so this year I'll be smoking beef ribs
and now a turkey
breast, and we'll be grilling salmon than all the other regular accoutrements that go along with Thanksgiving in our house, which we do not do the sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top, and
I heard we're not even doing Grammy's classic mashed sweet potatoes anymore.
Okay,
or squash,
we're giving you the
whatever it
mashed
is.
potatoes. Your mother is making the mashed potatoes because that's what you requested.
I did not have a formal request. If someone asked what's your formal request for Thanksgiving, I would say stuffing.
Yeah, she's making that.
And I gave her a request about the banana bread without chocolate chips.
And she's making that.
And pumpkin pie.
And she's making that.
And I did request blueberry lemon muffins.
I don't think that's happening.
I don't think so. So get on that.
But you were complaining the other night about mashed potatoes because I said I bought potatoes. We're going to roast them, and you're like, I don't want
roasted potatoes. We're having roasted squash. I can't have everything roasted.
So Mama's making mashed potatoes because you said you wanted mashed potatoes.
I'm not the only one I think that will appreciate mashed potatoes at the Thanksgiving table. Let me just say that.
Who else might appreciate that?
I think everyone else at the meal. I think Josh, my brother. I think the 7 other people you named, counted that were going to be there. I think they'll appreciate the mashed potatoes. And you'll see, I will not be the only one scooping those mashed potatoes into my mouth on Thanksgiving.
I am sure that'll be the case.
Okay.
I may even have some mashed potatoes myself.
See, so you hypocrite.
But I wasn't making demands on your mother.
Hypocrite. I wasn't making demands. I made an observation that no Thanksgiving is complete without mash. You're the people who called me in the kitchen the other day asking if you wanted to do Asian, we wanted to get Chinese food for Thanksgiving.
Oh, go out
you
for
hear
Chinese
that?
food.
No. Now I get my turkey. I want a Thanksgiving meal with my cranberry sauce, my cornbread, my stuffing. And I'm very appreciative that you guys are able to get together around this time of year, cook, feed, food, clothe, roof, everyone. But they wanted to do Chinese food for Thanksgiving, guys. Don't be fooled, guys. I don't know. I'm on the winning side here. Just
winning side of what?
Winning side of Thanksgiving food. I love holiday food. And you wanted to replace that with Chinese food, something we have every week. Thanksgiving meal we have once a year.
You know what they call Chinese food in China? Food.
1 year, when I had the flu, we delayed Thanksgiving.
That was
but we still
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, but we still had a Thanksgiving meal the following Sunday or whatever.
We did, you're right.
We delayed it
Yes.
so we could have my favorite meal.
Okay, we're doing it. I don't know why you're complaining.
I just didn't. It was rude. It was rude when you suggested we get Chinese food instead of our American dinner. I asked Mom if I could make a cheese plate, and she said no.
Of course you can't.
I know, but I was
If we were going out,
yeah, that's what it was. The years prior, we went out to eat, and so we would eat like our meat meal, and then we would come home. And since we didn't have a meat meal in the house, we were able to have dairy for dessert.
So for our listeners out there that aren't familiar with the kosher rules, if you have a meat meal and there's no dairy included in a meat meal, you serve, everything's dairy free. So like the mashed potatoes, like Tovah said, don't have milk and there's no mac and cheese or whatever. But if you have a meat meal, you're supposed to wait a minimum of 4 hours between the meat meal and then eating something with dairy.
And we definitely do that. Like just the pace of everything.
Yeah. But we would not be able to get 4 hours in between clearing the table of a meat meal and then dessert. Nobody's hanging around 4 more hours for a dairy.
Hell, I'm
dessert.
not.
So in any event, when we go out, since we're not serving any food in our house, we can do dairy when we come back or before we go. But we can't do dairy if we're at home eating because then we've served meat. So all the desserts that we serve are also dairy free, but that has no impact on anybody because
or the taste
because
really.
Tovah's mother makes delicious dairy free baked goods.
Yeah, we use dark chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate chips that are dairy free. So it's just like little things like that. We'll use like margarine and just little alternatives. But my mom is a really good baker. She's not the best cook. My dad does a lot of cooking and the shopping. He's basically the woman of the house.
That's nice.
She wears the pants too as well. So.
Okay, so she wears the pants and I'm the woman of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I do shopping, I like to consider myself one of the men of the house. I mean, Josh is the other.
He doesn't
doesn't really live with us anymore.
And he's no man.
Oh, that's nice. I enjoy Thanksgiving at home because I like smoking meat and I like smoking chicken and I like
But
smoking
you don't like
fish.
smoking weed.
Not in the least, and I have no interest in having it around, even though it's legal here in Massachusetts.
And legal in your household.
Yeah, but not inside the house.
A legal advocate living inside the house.
Yeah, you might advocate for it, but you don't do it inside the house, and I don't like it when you do it at all, but the smoking piece is the part that really particularly bothers me.
This is a part of me that you're never gonna ever take away from me.
I don't even know what you're singing, but your
Think
grandfather smoked like a chimney, not weed, but
Yeah.
that did not go well for him in the long term.
I know. We don't know the long-term effects, though, of smoking weed.
Well,
And I think it's probably going to be a good thing.
I doubt it.
It's a good thing. People are calmer, more loving.
Okay. Anyway,
More
on that
stanky.
note, we're
Stanky.
going to use this as our talking off point for this episode of
2P, same,
Same
pod.
Pod. And join us next time where we'll pick up why Tovah thinks heroin should be legalized.
What? Don't say that. Digital footprint. Come on, man.
All right.
Peace
Until
out.
next time, America.
Peace on you.
Thanks for listening to 2P's Same Pod, hosted by Eric and Tovah Weinstein. Please subscribe and join us next time as we continue to share humorous anecdotes, funny mishaps, and comical observations from our own lives.
Two P's Same Pod is produced by 1253 Studios, bringing sometimes humorous but always thought-provoking conversations to you through your favorite podcasting sites. Creative Content and Marketing Director, Tovah Weinstein. Executive Producer and Chief Editor, Eric Weinstein. Music by MBB. Find his work on YouTube by searching for MBB Music or at mbbmusic.com. Special thanks for the introduction, outro, and trailer voiceover to Jordan Rich of CBS Boston Radio and Chart Productions, providing audio and voiceover recording and production, as well as podcast production and support. Visit Jordan at chartproductions.com. Funding for 2P Same Pod is provided by the Law Office of Eric Weinstein and listeners like you. Please consider subscribing and supporting this podcast. Until we meet again, this was 2P's Same Pod, a 1253 Studios production.